Hi everyone. So today I have a mod release for everybody. I've been working on this mod for a while. It's kind of a pack. And what it is an extension of the in-game factories. So we're calling it extended factories. So what they are is they're again extensions of the in-game ones that are have way more products into them. Now, if you're on any other map besides mine, Uncharted Valley. So on mine, I have added hemp, rye, linseed, cranberry, and alfalfa to the map so far. These extended factories have some of these crops built into them, so you would need to use them. So if you are using another map that doesn't have these products or these fruits in them, I should say, you're probably going to get you will get some errors and it will not work. It might just ignore the line. So like if you're fine with playing with errors, it probably would just ignore the whole that production line and it would probably still work. But I would just say just be using these on my map unless again you know how to edit them and you keep them for yourself and make some edits for yourself. So anyway, I'm going to go through each one, show you guys what they look like. And what I did was again I took the in-game ones and just made them do some more, and I tried to mainly stick with the US versions and just tried to add more products and things to them. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself some money so I can go ahead and buy these. I can put all these down. I'm going to probably try to put them, actually probably better if I put them over on the other field here. So let's go over to this one. It's a little bit flatter over here than the other one, than the one I'm just on. Yeah, it's a little flatter right there. Okay, so first one, let's pull this one up. So we're going to go into the construction menu, and obviously we're in the factories menu. Now, again, look how many we have. So many mod. A lot of these are from our mod pack, so you're going to have so many of these in here. These ones for me are going to be, you can kind of tell them by the icons that they have right here, and they actually start right here. So here is your bakery, grain mill, oil mill, carpentry, dairy, sugar, cereal, spinnery, and tailor shop. And I'm going to be adding some more to these even too in the future. So I'm going to start off first with the grain mill. So let's go ahead and put the grain mill down. And this is what the grain mill looks like. Now these things on purpose are quite expensive. You guys can see $525,000 for this one. So they go here. A lot of them will, do the ground and everything. If they don't, you'll just have to paint the ground themselves, but most of them should clear the ground. So there's the grain mill. In fact, you know what? Before I go any further, let's clear the ground here for this. So let's just do an asphalt, gigantic asphalt. And that way we can just kind of paint this whole area out here. And again, like I said, a lot of these will clear the ground for you, but some of them might not. The grain mill doesn't. Just kind of try to get this area here, kind of, this whole thing kind of painted. And again, I made these purposely priced high on purpose because they have a lot of products in these. So you'll be able to see how these kind of work here. Alright, we'll kind of go. Some of these are smaller, some of these are a little bit bigger. The grain mill itself is one of the bigger ones. Alright, I guess we can start with that. Alright, so there's the grain mill. And then back over here, so again, the brewery, or not the brewery, the bakery goes with this. Where is that? The bakery. Again, I'm looking for the icons, these icons. So here's your bakery. Flip that around. And then we have an oil mill. Put that there. Carpentry. Dairy. A little bit smaller. Notice that some of those, smaller ones are a little smaller price too for the most part. Here is the sugar, cereal, spinnery, and the Tailor right there. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so if we're over here at the grain mill, so again, here's your grain mill right here, and the grain mill has a spot. So this mainly went on the train line before, but the grain mill unload spot is right here. So you're gonna be able to unload all the stuff for the grain mill right here into this little silo area here. And again, you've got these other buildings that go with it as well. This building here. So if we take a look at the grain mill, just to show you guys, so here's the player trigger. The pallets are going to spawn out right here. I don't even spawn any pallets with this one. I just distribute them all. So this is the grain mill. So this is producing all kinds of different flours, which will then make the different breads. So we got barley flour, the cornmeal, corn flour, oat flour, potato starch, different flours for rice flour. You can use either long grain or regular rice, rye flour, sorghum flour, and wheat flour. So all those will produce that for 60,000, and they can hold 270 liters, 1,000 liters of grain each. So that is the grain mill. So again, once they produce the flour, then you're going to want to send them into the bakery, and the bakery is right here. And again, they're going to spawn. The pallets are going to spawn right out here. The trigger for the unload is right in here. Again, we'll take everything right there. The bakery makes your different breads for the. So again, from rice flour, you'll bake regular bread, rice bread. You've got, again, the cakes that are, I just left those alone. Cornbread, gluten bread, oat bread, organic bread, potato bread, rye bread, and wheat bread. And these will all need the flour and then the yeast to make the bread. So the yeast we're going to get from the sugar factory, which I'll show you that in a second here. So that is the bakery. All right, let's find the next one over here in my line is the oil factory. So here's your oil factory. This is the one I was just working on the other day because I placed this one down. So for this one, there is your dump point right here. And here are your oils for that. So it's going to make canola oil, corn oil, olive oil, rice oil for both kinds of rice, and then sunflower oil. So you can see 120,000 capacity for the grains, and then 60,000 for each individual oil. So that is your oil mill extended. Okay, let's head on over to the carpentry. So this is the carpentry building right here. Carpentry extended. And you can see I have not placed this one down because this one is $525,000. I have not placed this one down yet. So here is your trigger for spawning, I'm assuming right there, and then back here would be your triggers for unloading and whatnot. So here is what this is going to take. So this one makes furniture from either planks long, planks, or wood, and you can kind of see that it just takes that material and then makes it the furniture. It also makes shelving, so 200 chipboards, 100 planks, and 50 nails is going to equal 200 shelving, and then your toys is going to be chipboard glue, and that they'll make the toys right there. So that'll make the pallets of those different things right there. Okay, next, dairy. So what I did with the dairy was I made a new sign for it, kind of, made this little Midwest dairy sign for it, left the little milk bottle right there. So I used this as like the European version, I believe, or the Asian version, I can't remember which one. So for the dairy, the spawn point and the drop point is going to be, where is it? I believe this is the drop point, yep. And then your spawn point for the pallets will be right there. So taking a look at what's in this thing is going to, so it's the regular dairy from the game. So it's going to have your different milks that you can do bottled, and you can bake butter from different milks, cheese as well. So here's where we got chocolate. So we're going to have chocolate, and you can get chocolate from milk, sugar, cocoa pellets. That'll give you chocolate, cocoa powder, cocoa, sugar, and pellets will give you cocoa powder. Eggnog will be goat milk, eggs, sugar, pellets. Then I'll give you eggnog. And then you've got, again, these different other ones here that, we have in here. The other main product for this is going to be sour cream. So 100 milk, 50 pallets is going to give you your sour cream. So that is the dairy extended right here. Head on over to, this is the sugar extension. This one, it seems like the drop point is kind of, it seems like it's, kind of looks like it's the, this is the front of it, I guess. Kind of hard to tell on some of these. But here is your drop point right there. And in the back here is your spawn point with the player trigger. And for the sugar, so we're going to be doing brown sugar. So you got molasses and pallets is brown sugar. And then here's your molasses with sugar beet cut, water, and pallets. There's your molasses there. Two different lines for sugar, so you can either use sugar beet or sugar cane. And again, with pallets, you got syrup here. So from the maple trees, you get the sap. That would be 500 sap, 25 pallets, and then 250 maple syrup. And then you have yeast for, again, using in the bread. So 100 sugar, 1000 sugar beet cuts, 25 pallets, and 500 yeast. So that is right here. So that is your sugar extended. The next one, it should be down here. This one is the cereal factory extended. So this one kind of looks, you can kind of see that here. It's the same one we've been using for a while. So cereal factory extended. This is like your Kellogg's factory right here. So this is going to make the different Kellogg's products. So you've got Apple Jacks. Sugar, corn, apple, salt, and canola oil makes Apple Jacks. The Apple Jacks and the Oat Crunch are going to be, on this recipes anyway, are going to be higher priced because it takes more stuff to make them than some of these other ones. Your Frosted Flakes is sugar, corn, and salt. Will make Frosted Flakes. Sugar, rice, wheat will make Frosted Mini Wheats. Oat Crunch, so for Oat Crunch you got a lot for this. Sugar, oat, salt, honey, calcium carbonate, and canola oil will make your Oat Crunch. And then 10 sugar, and then any rice, and it could be any rice on this. It could be the long grain, it could be the regular grain, doesn't matter, it'll convert. So either any kind of rice will make your Rice Krispies there. And I didn't show this for all these, but again, you can kind of see the different grains are kind of kept the same at 120,000 for the grains. So for this one, kind of see that, and again 30,000 for holding in here, in addition to whatever it spawns out. I didn't show that with some of these other ones, but you guys can see through the menu. All right, this one is the Spinnery extended, and what I did with this one, again, this was one that I took from, I think, the European version, because the US version was kind of had that water wheel to it near the water. So for that I replaced the sign, so we have Willa's Wool World like they used on the US version. There is your triggers right here for bales, and your dump point there for this other stuff. So I'll show you this. So you can make your bale net and your bale twine at this building here, and then you can make fabric with either cotton, wool, or linseed. So, and you can kind of see like how these work here. 900 cotton makes 300 fabric, and then 480 linseed makes 150 fabric, and then 180 wool equals 60 fabric. So you can kind of see how that works. Linseed's right in the middle of these two. Kind of what I googled and found out. So that is that one, and then the fabric then goes into this building, which is the tailor shop, and this is the U.S. tailor shop working buttons. Yeah, buttons. So you can see that here. And your drop point is going to be up here, your spawn point's right there. The trigger for this, the player trigger, where is the player? It's on the steps. On the steps right up here. Here's your player trigger. And this one's going to make clothes, pillows, and sweaters. So clothes with fabric and pallets. Same thing, fabric and pallet. And same thing, fabric and pallet will get you these different products here. So that will give you that. So again, all this stuff, all these different products that we're getting out of here, these new products and these new fill types, a lot of these are all registered in this mod itself, except for, again, the different crops that I have into the map, and those will need to be in the map in order to be registered and then not give you any errors with the factories. So anyway, that is the extended factories. I am going to be adding some stuff to these. Like, I do want to do some more lines in the cereal factory for sure. And I want to, definitely like kind of maybe do something else with the carpentry too, but I definitely want to like beef up some of these lines even more. So this is going to be version 1 of this, and in the future we'll have other versions which will add in more products and whatnot. So the link for these again is as usual in the description below, and thank you everybody for watching.